Good morning. Welcome to my channel. I'm Lily Ramsden, or welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to put together this thing here. Can't stand it any longer. I've got to do it. So let's write the time down. We're going to probably have to do this in several different takes because it's probably going to take me all day to get this thing sewn on. Yeah. And I done tore him apart. Well, take these pins out. I didn't like how his head was placed anyhow. So let's take it. Oh, shoot. That hurts. Yeah, sometimes the pins just disappear in here. You can't find the head. Oh, you wanna talk to the people? Say, hey y'all. I want to turn around. My mommy has me facing the wrong way. Say, hey everybody. Hey. Well, let's get our knitting needles. Knitting needles is something else that I use to hold my plushies together, and that I just didn't like the way the head was on that one. It's gonna go back and do him again. Put his head on differently because I just didn't like how that was done at all. You want daddy, or are you gonna lay down? Okay, and the stuffing is hard to go through, so twist and poke, twist and poke. Sometimes you even have to come back out and poke. Try jabbing it down some more. Well, like I said, sometimes this stuffing is hard. Okay, get us a couple more in here. I really don't like sew-ons. I don't. No, that didn't even go all the way through. Well, twist and poke. Man, that's tough. Well, try somewhere else then. Ooh, I stuffed you too tight, did I? Okay. Put this last one in here. Going this way then. Yeah, just keep stabbing it. And the whole head came off. I didn't have any of these through here, did I? Well, okay. Pull them back just a little bit and we'll poke them through the body now. Okay, let's get him centered on the body. because before I had him facing too forward. Any of these going in? I'm not all too sure they are. Well, I know one did. And I'd like to have you poking through the body too. Okay, that hit the table. That hit the table. Almost. Okay, do I like that head placement? We'll need to take out those stitch markers. I'll take these out too. Now that we finally got it poked through, we can start working on this. Okay, I've only sewn on 2 pieces out of the head. Will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 more pieces to sew on. And I don't like sewing on in the first place. And we're going to sew this invisibly. We go up through 1 stitch, come over, go back down through that stitch and grab a piece of the body, go through the body, come back up through the head, and we're not doing a whip stitch, we're sewing, or just plain sewing. But we're sewing it underneath where it's invisible. George, could you come here? And we want to get this tight. If we don't get these stitches tight, his head's going to wobble all over the place. Might wobble anyhow. That's why I don't like sewing on the head.
What is it?
Stop it. We need to finish sewing on the tail, and then we'll sew the ears to the head. Let's get this sewn on. Sew it through the body. Yep, sew it through the body so it gets caught up in the fiber fill or in the poly fill. And you won't have to worry about these yarn ends coming out. Okay, now we need to get started on the ears. Where do they even need to be sewn on? Need to start here first. It said ears to the head. George, back. So the ears to the head, use Amy sticks to help you if needed. Center the ears on top of the head around round 3 and the starting ring. Okay, so let's thread our needle.
Cut you off.
Okay, now that we've sewn the ears on, we need to sew on what they call side bangs. And they go in front of the ears. And the book called for Ami sticks. It's the amigurumi sticks. They're the expensive model of knitting needles. But you can make them to look like however you want to. You can cut this off or glue something on top of it, and then you get those little stoppers at the end for knitting. And then you could put something in here and then just put a stopper on it. Yes, and the other side's over here. Put a stopper on that side too. So let's get this sewn on. No, come on, I've got more than one tapestry needle. Well, she can't figure out where to sew him on. Just pick a spot. There we go. Okay, I've got one stitch in. Might as well take that out. George, did you like one of the cats on the porch?
I don't reckon I'll go look.
Okay, because I hear a meowing.
She might have not.
We'll shoot. No, I can't get this last stitch in.
Maybe she's in John's room.
Oh, could be. Okay. Got that one sewn on. Okay, turn me off. Whew, I'm tired from all this sewing on. We don't have very many more pieces, so we'll go ahead and finish it off. And this is a little difficult. I'm trying to get these two ends on the back of his head straight. Yeah, it's pretty even. Whew. I need a drink. I've been putting off sewing this thing together for a week now. So I finally said if I'm going to get it sewn together, I'm going to have to sew it while y'all are watching. So a little bit more and we'll have all this sewn on. I take that one out. Oops. Almost dab tiny. Well, I'm not going to come up with too much to spare. Oops. I guess I'll put a slip stitch in this then. And then hide the yarn tail. Well, do it somewhere it won't show. And then pull all of it back inside. Well, he certainly is turning out cute. Okay, I've got one side sewn on, so let's go back and sew on the second side. And then it said the third bang goes right on the top of his head, on top of these first two. Yeah, turn it every which way you need to get it where it's working for you. Okay, who is not sewn on now? Is everything sewn on? Well, I thought I had more to do. Okay. Well, I did not realize I was finished. Okay, I guess you just get to sewing on and forget what you're doing sometimes. Okay. The third piece goes on right over these two. and get sewn on right here at the bottom of his face, or the top of his head, and then pull this over and tack it down here. Am I pulling it too tight? That's supposed to look rounded. So let's put it somewhere else. Well, it says sew on the nose. Well, we'll figure that out in a minute. Get this yarn tail up here and let's start sewing. One more piece to sew on and I'll have this done. Did I tell y'all I hate to have to sew on? Give me a no-sew pattern any day. I'm just as happy as I can be. Would I pull it too tight again? Maybe I need to squish it up a little bit. And sew him to the top of these other two. And grab a stitch. Okay, take out this marker. We're about to get all 3 pieces sewn on the top of his head. Okay, sew you into the head here. Okay, sew this in a little bit better. Yeah, that looks good now. One more stitch. Okay, got that last sewn on. Cut our yarn tail, and it says to sew on the nose, because I wondered why we had to find the center of his nose to begin with, and now I know. So what color does his nose need to be? I don't know. Oh no. Let's just pull these yarn tails in, and that will be just fine. That's gonna be that. Come on. Okay, that'll give him a cute little pink nose. Pull his nose out a little bit. I think I got him too tight. Oh, well. And there we have it. We have finished, I'm sorry, Chibi Glaceon, Chibi, and then the new word is Glaceon, Chibi Glaceon, and this is Red Mills Crochet, and it's an intermediate pattern. But I think it turned out just as cute as it can be. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.